All right, I got 2003 Silverado with a broken water pump. And first thing to do, step by step, is we're gonna take this intake piece off right here. We got a hose clamp here, hose clamp here. We'll quickly take those off. All right, we got that off. Now we want to start taking everything else off. We want to take this off, but first we have a connection right here. I'm going to take a, oh, that one's already loose. We got one right here because we're going to take this fan shroud out. Just take the top half of it off. We have a body clip right there, our body pin right there. So one there, one there, and then on the other side it makes the same shape. You have one right there and one over there. And then we're going to slide it out. And as you could look in there, look at how crooked my belt is. This water pump is trashed. It's kind of hard to tell in the video, but the water pump is really just completely crooked. There's no denying that's what's wrong with it. Okay, we got that line attached, and now we got the fan shroud out. You can see what's going on. I took a picture of my belt because, as you can see, my belt diagrams are kind of hard to read. They're old and faded. Almost 18 years old now. I'm going to take my tensioner. I put a wrench right here, tensioner, put in the loose, and then this belt will come right off. And then I'm going to take a C-clamp, tighten it on here so it pushes up against this, and I can take our fan off. I really wish these had electric fans. I like electric ones so much better, but you know, this is old school. Most of the newer cars have electric ones. This moves more air, I just don't like how they sound. But anyways, yeah, so I'm going to take the belt off. And then put a C-clamp on here so it goes up into this. And hopefully I can get it off relatively quick. Anyways, for those who never used one, here's the tensioner and how it works. Put the wrench on it, and then you come over like that, and then your belt loosens. I only have one free hand here, so I'm going to do it off camera, but I'm just showing you. Okay, I cheated a little. I heated the nut up with my torch. I know there's a thermal couple in there, but I don't think that'll hurt it. My fan clutch is trashed anyway, so I don't care. I mean, it's good enough. It takes a minute or two to turn off. I'll make a video later on fixing that, but I didn't buy one yet. But anyways, the big question everyone wants to know. This is the direction it goes to get it to come off. Spin it towards the passenger side. Everyone wants to know if it's reverse, regular threads. Well, here you go. Spin it towards the passenger side. Then go ahead and remove the tensioner. You got 1, 2, 3 15mm bolts. Pretty quick and easy. Then go ahead and remove your water neck. You got a 10mm bolt here, 10mm bolt here, and I kind of just put it out of the way, bent it out of the way. Then you got to remove these. Take a, just take a picture maybe, just in case you forget which hose goes where, because that's important. So when you're putting it back together, then you got some for reference. More 10mm bolts to remove, 6 of them. Everything's 10mm for some reason on this. 1, 2, 3, right there. And then you come in there, and you got another 1, 2, 3. Not these up here. Kind of hard to, there you go, those 3. So 6 more 10mm bolts to remove. Okay, the old one is off, and as you can see, the orange on the ports there, we want to get rid of that. And this is my tool of choice. Just my cordless drill with the wire brush on the end of it. Because you want it nice, perfect, and smooth for that new one. Alright, like I said, get as much of that orange off as you can. You can see all the little orange flakes shredded up. If you don't have a wire wheel like that, just go to AutoZone or Home Depot or whatever, should have one. The old saying goes, out with the old and in with the new. And I leave my bolts on here so I can see exactly where they go on. Because you don't know if they're going to be too long or different length or whatever. So it doesn't hurt to do that. Now the gaskets are the same size, same design and everything. So I put them on first and then I slide it on. Okay, we got these two hoses on, the correct sides. Now we put our water neck back on with the thermostat in there, and guess what? They're 10 millimeter, just like everything else on this for some reason. Okay, now we put the tensioner on, and that was 3 15 millimeter bolts, I believe. Yeah, surprisingly not 10 millimeter, I know. Now we're gonna wrap our belt back around, put the water intake on, then we're gonna put our fan on. Then after that, I think we just gotta put the clutch on. Oh, we're flying around here. If you're wondering why it's dripping a little bit there, I sprayed some oil in it. I know, I need to get a new one, but I forgot. I'll make a video of it when I get one. Okay, if you didn't take a picture of your belt route, I just got it back on. You know, take a picture or whatever and stare at it if you're wondering how it goes back on. Because there's only one way for it to fit right. You feel that? Feeling of saving $800. Yeah, and one last thing, check your coolant level, because it's probably low on coolant. You know, it's got that little safety drain plug that pretty much when your impeller destroys, it breaks it open, and then your seal, and it shoots out a bunch of coolant. So you're probably low on coolant. Check that. All right, then put your intake on. I still gotta tighten those. You got your fan shroud on. Remember, you have body pin there, body pin there, body two in the same spot there. I can't show you. 10 millimeter, and then 10 millimeter up there, and then your intake.